Hi, I'm Jim Seidlecki from Adams County, and this is Absolutely Adams, our quarterly video news update for the spring of 2016. We're here at our new Human Services Center. Doesn't look like much right now because we're one full year away from opening up. It's going to offer consolidated services to all of our residents beginning in June of 2017. So where is it? Well, let us show you. We'll go up high and show you from our drone that we are located about 120th and Pecos, right behind the iconic Digital Globe building in a facility that used to be Western Electric, dating all the way back to the 1970s. Official groundbreaking took place in December, and thankfully we were blessed with fantastic weather as the board, joined by Congressman Mike Coffman, Westminster Mayor Herb Atchison, and other dignitaries, helped break ground on the county's new Human Services Center. When complete in 2017, this building will consolidate the services we offer in 3 buildings under one roof. More than 700 employees will provide excellent service to more than 500 residents each day.
We provide a world-class service. We have world-class employees, and now we have a world-class facility.
A few weeks before that groundbreaking, we were on hand for the other end of the spectrum. A ribbon cutting for Digital Globe as they moved in. The high-tech employer is now calling Adams County home, occupying the iconic building on 120th Avenue.
They bring a stable employer. They brought in over 300 positions. The average pay was $95,000 a year. They're planning to grow to about 1,600 employees within the next decade. So it's an incredible opportunity for Westminster. It's an incredible opportunity for the North Corridor of I-25. It's just great to have these people here in Adams County. They're going to be great neighbors. They're going to be great partners.
Obviously, this is a huge investment for the county and an investment in the services that we provide to you. But the county is also investing in some things that you hopefully have noticed improved your quality of life. And that is Interstate 25, both the aesthetics through the new and improved sound walls. Those walls replace those, well, less than beautiful wooden walls that used to be up a couple of years ago. Another investment the county made along I-25 with our partners from CDOT and the state of Colorado is the improved access to express lanes from Highway 36 all the way to 120th Avenue. Adams County Commissioners Eva Henry and Steve O'Dorisio were on hand for that grand opening ceremony.
It's very satisfying to see traffic flowing like this. What that means is more time for families to do what they need to get done in a day.
It is very satisfying to know that a lot of people aren't going to be spending a lot of time stuck in traffic or going to be late for appointments or late for work or things like that. So it's really great to be able to see traffic move as well as it does.
Hopefully you have noticed the impact of these express lanes was immediate. According to traffic impact studies, these lanes can increase the average speed on I-25 by as much as 50%. Another project that is already completed and improving the quality of life for residents when it comes to their commute is the 64th Avenue Bridge between Pecos and Federal. Working with RTD and Denver Transit partners, the county opened the bridge, which features multimodal transit with 4 lanes for vehicles and a 10-foot sidewalk. The bridge now connects residents to our great trail system, and it might just help keep you from being late.
Just travel times and the cost to the general public. I had employees that couldn't get to work on time because they couldn't get to work across those tracks. So this is great.
And one more fantastic addition to slide in here, this new playground at Welby Montessori School opened recently. The county dedicated $150,000 of community development block grant funding toward this project. Commissioners Eva Henry and Chaz Tedesco were on hand with county staff members as the kids got to play on their playground for the first time.
This is the culmination of everyone's efforts, but hearing those screams of joy and hearing that this is sometimes the first time that any of these kids have used a swing, that is amazing to me. So it makes everything worth it.
Among the 5 core goals that our Board of County Commissioners has put in place is a commitment to education and economic prosperity. And to that education point, the County Commissioners are proud to introduce the Adams County Scholarship Fund. Working with the state of Colorado's Higher Education Office and their Opportunity Scholarship, the county has entered into a dollar-for-dollar match using funds that come from a retail marijuana sales tax that the voters approved in every municipality and unincorporated Adams County a year ago. So you approved the tax, and the Board of County Commissioners has now said we are going to take that money and put it towards education. Over $1 million in 4-year scholarships will be awarded to students throughout Adams County who are on the free and reduced student lunch program. These kids may not have been able to afford college before this scholarship fund was put on the table. Now they will have that opportunity. Economic development like this is always a popular conversation around Adams County, and during the first quarter of 2016, so was oil and gas. The discussion about oil and gas in the county had interest from residents, activists, and industry groups. In January, the Board of Commissioners hosted a special public hearing to discuss oil and gas. More than 500 people attended, filling our public hearing room and the overflow room where residents watched the hearing live on the county's YouTube channel. That meeting featured prepared testimony from the state's Office on Oil and Gas, Tri-County Health, industry groups, and activists. The board also listened to dozens of residents who were allowed 3 minutes each to provide comment. When the gavel finally dropped, the 8-hour meeting wrapped up at nearly 2 a.m. And 1 week later, by a 3-2 vote, the board approved putting a 6-week moratorium in place on any new oil and gas permit applications. The board then hired Jeff Robbins, an attorney who specializes in oil and gas, to help them navigate the path forward. And following 6 weeks of research and further discussion, the board approved amending the regulatory process to a site-specific review of any oil and gas permit application. With the modified process in place, the county has now resumed accepting oil and gas permit applications. Oil and gas is always a divisive issue, and there's plenty of passion on both sides. Now we're moving to a story that everyone can agree on. County staff did an amazing job at the animal shelter, reuniting a family from the Pacific Northwest with an animal who was found in Adams County. Amin Shabra shows us how it all played out.
Part of our mission here at the shelter is always to try to reunite lost pets with their owners.
They went so far above and beyond.
It's incredibly rewarding for us.
They've never seen anything like it.
I couldn't even talk. I was crying so hard.
Sarah Major, a mom and dog lover who lives in Washington State near Seattle, and Kelly Forrester of the Adams County Animal Shelter here in Colorado. So how are these two connected? Well, by this little guy. Meet Bailey, a cute little West Highland Terrier.
He was my first pet. He was absolutely the love of our life. We had him actually before we had kids.
However, 6 years ago, things changed.
My brother ended up having 3 kids, and all 3 of his kids ended up with worse asthma than he had. My youngest nephew ended up having to go to the emergency room as soon as he left our house. Their asthma to Bailey was so severe. We felt that there was just no way that we would be able to care for Bailey the way that he deserved. We had been sending him to this amazing doggy daycare for years. While I worked, he loved it. And so we ended up deciding to give Bailey to her and her family.
While Sarah and her family tried to keep as close to Bailey as possible, they eventually lost contact with his new owner, and as a result, lost contact with Bailey as well.
Both my husband and I, we cried a lot. It was really difficult. We just have been talking about him for years, wondering how he's doing, and in our hearts assuming that he's in this amazing environment.
But recently, Sarah and her family caught up with Bailey as he somehow showed up here in Colorado. However, Bailey looked nothing like the dog Sarah and her family once loved and cared for.
We have no idea how Bailey got to Colorado or how he ended up in this condition that he's in. Luckily for us, Bailey had a microchip, so we were able to trace Bailey's microchip.
He was severely matted and with various health issues that needed to be addressed immediately. Bailey was lucky enough, though, to find his way to the Adams County Animal Shelter, where he was brought in, cared for, cleaned up.
We're going to get Bailey groomed, we're going to get him all of his vaccines.
And eventually sent back on a plane from Denver all the way to Seattle, and is now back with Sarah and her family.
It was completely the biggest shock of my life. I first of all could not even understand why he was in another state. nor could I even fathom that he could have possibly ever been a stray dog. We decided that even though it's been 6 years since we've seen him, we're bringing him home and he's going to be with us.
And while he is adjusting well,
within an hour, he was snuggled on the couch against me, just all bundled in blankets and just sound asleep.
he is still having some ups and downs.
You could tell he was really scared, looking around, walking through the house, trying to get his bearings. He's very sad. You can see that he's gone through something very traumatizing.
But Sarah and her family are determined to make sure Bailey knows that he's safe, and most importantly, loved.
I'm just hoping that once he realizes that he's truly safe and loved, that he'll be that happy dog again.
And that is all the folks that the Adams County Animal Shelter can hope for every time a pet walks out their doors.
We're all here because we love animals, and when we can get particularly a pet that's in kind of rough shape like Bailey back into the arms of a loving family, that really means a lot to us here.
When I think of like an animal shelter, I didn't realize until this experience how much they do to try to help the animals get with the family. I never would have guessed that they put so much heart into it. That is something that I don't think a lot of people realize, but they go so far above and beyond, and it's amazing. It's just been great. We're so thankful he's home.
What an amazing job by our animal shelter to make that reunion possible, thousands of miles and years after the family last saw Bailey. Living in Adams County provides that perfect blend of both urban and rural life. And the district plan is really focusing on the rural side of that, especially agriculture, and in the southern end of Brighton. The county's Long Range and Strategic Planning Office has been working with the city of Brighton on this for months, engaging residents to find out what they would like to see within the district plan. Avel Montoya explains the process.
The district plan is an attempt to work with the property owners and the general marketplace to find ways to create value that doesn't exist today. And I think the value of agriculture really being that placemaking component has taken root in many places. And here in Adams County, we have a strong background in agriculture, and they want to make sure that whatever the future brings, it respects the hard work that they put into their properties and also allows the greatest opportunity and flexibility for potential development. And I think the agritourism plan, the district plan, really focuses on how those can be complementary to one another.
The district plan has now been adopted by both the city of Brighton and Adams County, which should help lead the charge toward preserving the agricultural lands and identity of this region. In case you didn't know, and we certainly won't hold it against you if you don't, the county's mission statement is to serve all residents with integrity and innovation. And it's innovation at the core of Eye on Adams. It's an amazing new software application that we have integrated onto the homepage of our website. Here's what it can do.
Have you ever wondered about the development around Adams County? Or are you curious about current or past development in your neighborhood? Have you ever built something on your property and wondered, what's the latest with my permit? Now that information is available at your fingertips 24 hours a day. Introducing Eye on Adams, an easy-to-use resource that allows you to access many different things related to economic and community development in your area. Building permits, code enforcement, business development, and more. How does it work? It features search filters that allow you to narrow down locations, types of permits, when the permit was received, and whether or not it was approved. You can even sign up for alerts when there is activity in your area. Just set up an account, and emails will be sent to your inbox. Why is this important? This system was created with you in mind, allowing residents to be more engaged in what's happening in your area. It's also another example of how we work hard each and every day to be innovative, transparent, and efficient in the services we provide to you, our residents. To access Eye on Adams online, log on to adcogov.org.
You'll find another innovative step towards efficiency in our motor vehicle locations, where residents can use a kiosk to help speed up the process. And here's an inside tip. Our slowest days at Motor Vehicle are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So if you can, stop by on one of those days and you'll likely be in and out pretty quick.
Now serving C806.
That wraps up Absolutely Adams for the spring of 2016. Thank you so much for watching. And as we leave you, we'll give you a preview of the 2016 Adams County Fair. It's in August 3rd through the 7th. We'll see you in a couple months at the Adams County Regional Park. All of your favorites are back and better than ever. The 2016 Adams County Fair begins Wednesday, August 3rd with a free concert featuring one of the hottest acts in country music, Josh Turner.
Why don't we just dance? I'll cut a rug.
Thursday night, we'll round up the nastiest bulls and the bravest bull riders you'll find anywhere. Your ticket to watch PBR bull riding also secures your spot for another group of premier performers, Parmalee. That's right, you'll see the bulls and the band, all for one low price. On Friday, we'll swap out the music and bring back a crowd favorite, a demolition derby like you've never seen before. With specialized vehicles including motorhomes and minivans. We'll follow that up by filling the sky with a fantastic fireworks show and cap the evening with a Def Leppard tribute band. And that just gets us to the weekend. On Saturday morning, lace up your running shoes and run for the Adams County Foster Care Program in the annual Funnel Cake 5K. Saturday night, the grandstands will be packed with fans hoping to see a full pull from the talented drivers dragging the sled in the tractor pull. Make sure you arrive early to take advantage of the family favorites all over the fair midway, plus our amazing Kids Zone. Your little ones will flip over the offerings here, and this year we're adding a rock wall and other attractions that will keep the kids engaged for hours. Oh yeah, the Kids Zone is absolutely free, and so is your seat for the hilarious Wild West comedy show. And the high-flying rescue dogs from the Marvelous Mutts Canine Show. All of these attractions, plus 4-H competitions, mouth-watering midway food options, high-flying and low-speed rides to fit your comfort level, and hours of affordable, family-friendly events and attractions. We'll wrap things up on Sunday with Dia de la Familia, with a full schedule of live music featuring our headliner, Banda Machos. And Darren Cordova. And you don't want to miss the culture and spectacle of an authentic charreada. So many great concerts, events, and activities, and now you have options on how you arrive. Our Park and Ride program is back this year. Our shuttles will run Thursday through Sunday from Shadow Ridge Middle School or Prairie View High School. You'll save time and money by using our free shuttle to maximize your family's fun at the fair. For more information on the Park and Ride program or to buy advance tickets for any of these incredible events, go to adamscountyfair.com. That's adamscountyfair.com. We'll see you in August.